Hey Sting, and welcome to another week of Noise News. Hold on. Where's Naomi?
Don't you remember? I'm in Philadelphia.
Hi from Philadelphia!
This has been
Broadcast and Yearbook, keeping you in on the noise! Yay!
Well, who's gonna anchor with me then?
Don't worry, Bryce. I'm here to save the day.
Oh, good. Let's dive right into the show then.
Over to you, Hayden and Sophia.
On November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Spectrum's theater program will put on their production of Little Women.
It's the story of a family who lived a long time ago, kind of like homestead vibes. They are not very wealthy. They don't have a lot of money, and that comes up through multiple times in the show. But it has a lot of underlying family values, and just like that, you can find love and light in the darkest places.
Spectrum's theater department has a new director and assistant director.
Mr. DeHaan brings something different to the table, and he definitely is so passionate about theater.
He's really naturally stepped into the role.
The choir teacher is our assistant director, Mr. Kempenek. He's been a huge help, and I'm very grateful for his addition to the theater department.
The directors and cast have put in so much time and effort, and this play will definitely be a fan favorite.
This has been my favorite production. We've had a ton of fun. These kids have poured in so much to it, and it's a really great group.
Everybody is going to love it.
The theater community is a family that many people call home.
They do such a great job, and they're inspiring to be around because they love what they do so much.
I love the community. Everybody's just so nice, and everybody is so talented.
They are the most accepting, loving, they push each other. They're so proud of each other. We're a team, We have to put on this show together, and it's really, really beautiful to watch so many people work so hard to accomplish a goal together.
Everyone in theater has worked so hard for this upcoming production. Come out and support them at the fall play. This has been Hayden and Sophia, Noise News.
What a great spotlight on our theater program.
Oh yes. Hey Bryce, I heard that Spectrum had a dog the other day.
I heard about that too. Actually, we have a story on it. Over to you, team.
This year, Spectrum has a service dog for the middle school. Here's Nigel.
Nigel is 5 and he has a birthday next month, so in November.
Nigel started working at Spectrum at the beginning of this year and has been helping Spectrum every day.
It's to bring mental awareness to everyone. And so again, everyone has good days and bad days. And so there's nothing more loving and unconditional love than a dog. So we encourage with all the schools for the kids to get some unconditional love with the dogs.
It's just kind of nice to have that same comfort of petting an animal at school, because it can be really stressful sometimes with grades.
Yeah, it's definitely it can definitely boost your day or get a little difference in your day.
Spectrum would also like to introduce a new dog for the high school named Eddie and his trainer Jen.
I think it's very popular. I think a lot of kids want to have a chance to be with the dog and also just share their story with Nigel and Mary as well, because they might also have another pet at home too, but it's very popular for our students.
Eddie is 18 months old, and this is his first year working with Spectrum.
I would very highly recommend it. I would like to say I don't recommend it, because then I get to have it to myself more, but...
Nice dog, really smart. She could smell my other 3 dogs on me, I can really tell.
Both of Spectrum's dogs would love for you to come down and say hello. This has been Abby and Ayla, Noise News, signing off.
Great story, team.
Hey Keaton, have you been in Mrs. Mollett's room?
No, why?
She has some really cool decorations.
Really? Well, we have a story on classroom decorations. Take it away, team.
There are many decorations in the classrooms, and many teachers have a purpose for them.
Some of it is practicality. A number of the things in here I use as teaching tools. For example, maps. I use those in teaching history quite a bit, and so that's pretty pertinent. Some of them are study tips and ways students can improve their learning. And some of them are just ways to kind of brighten up the classroom or inspire students with inspirational quotes and things like that to really hopefully, give them something to push themselves to the next level.
I decorate my classroom because it's the place where I spend most of my waking hours during the day, and my students are here as well. It's meant to inspire things for them to look at. It's also teaching tools that I can use. Not all of them are teaching tools, but I very much enjoy a decorated classroom.
Teachers are happy to answer questions students ask about their decorations.
All the time. Sometimes they'll ask about certain quotes. Sometimes they will, obviously the maps or things like that are important. The ones, for example, I have posters from different places I've been in Europe or different places that I've traveled. I've got a number of those things around the room. A lot of students will ask me, oh, you've been to, whatever. So that's always kind of fun to talk about as well.
Yes, they do. I used to have a much better habit years ago where somebody can point out one thing and we can talk about it a little bit. The best curriculum and learning that happens is when you're not following the curriculum. So there's a lot of opportunities up on the wall, something that might strike your interest, and it's okay to talk about that too.
Lots of teachers have been decorating their rooms for many, many years.
I have always been a person who likes to put a lot of stuff up on the wall. I remember being a student and being in rooms where, sometimes time goes slow, especially for example, like if there's a study hall in here or something like that. Sting time, maybe you don't have a whole lot to do. Well, at least you got some stuff to look at.
I have always decorated my room. My very first school that I worked at where I had my own room, I did kind of somewhat similar. It's gotten better over the years because it takes time and effort. But I've always been an image person, and I enjoy having images on the walls, and I think students do.
Decorations are things that have been in the classrooms a long time, and they continue to bring new light to Spectrum.
What an amazing story.
I agree. I think I've decided on my favorite classroom. It's gotta be...
Caden, stay focused.
Fine. This has been Caden.
And Bryce, keeping you
in on the noise.